Hey there, and welcome to today's class. Today we'll be doing a beginner's yoga flow with easy to follow movements and poses, just for those of us looking to get into the movement and activity. So to begin, we'll start off with our legs crossed, hands on our laps or our knees, eyes closed. We're just going to take a few deep breaths here, taking a nice deep breath in through the nose, feeling our lungs and our chest expand. And then gently letting it out either through the nose or the mouth. Taking another deep breath in and a gentle breath out. And keeping your eyes still closed, we're going to dip our chin towards our chest and rolling our head over to the right. And then swinging it over back down to our chest and over to the left. Just going in this back and forth motion, getting some movement and stretches going in the neck. The next time your head comes over back to the right, you're going to hold it there, and with your right hand, you're going to stretch out to the mat with your fingertips just grazing the mat. And lifting your left hand up, you're going to reach over to the right as you come into a nice little gentle side stretch. Coming back up straight, moving on to the other side with our left hand coming down, right hand reaching up to the sky before leaning over to the left. Sitting up straight, keeping our spine nice and straight, and place our left hand onto our right knee and our right hand just behind our backs. We're going to pull our right shoulder back as we come into a spinal twist. And if your neck feels fine for it, you can maybe turn and look over your right shoulder. Releasing and moving on to the other side. Right hand onto left knee, left hand behind, twisting and pulling back, and seeing if we can gaze behind our backs. Then returning to center, you're going to meet me on your hands and your knees in a tabletop position. And from here, we're just going to go into some circular motions over our wrists just to get them nice and warmed up. As you move in the one direction before changing over in the other. And then coming back to stillness, placing the weight onto our left hand, we're going to reach our right hand up to the sky before bending our arm, bringing our fingers to our temple. And then as we exhale, we're going to bring our right hand down to our left, our right elbow down to our left hand. And then coming back up, opening our chest to the side. Once more, bringing our right elbow down and back up. And then one last time. When you come back up, you're going to straighten your hand out and then bring your right hand between your left hand and leg as we sink our right shoulder and head all the way down It will come into a thread the needle. And then with your left hand, you can just walk it out and straighten it out in front of you. Bring your left hand back, push it back into your tabletop as we move on to the other side. Left hand reaching up to the sky, and then bring your fingers to your temple. Exhale to bring your elbow down to your right hand. Opening your chest out to the left. Exhale to come down. Inhale to come up. And one last time. And then straighten your hand and threading your needle. Left shoulder down. And walking your right hand out in front of you. Bringing your hand back next to your head. Coming back into your tabletop. You're going to walk your feet a little bit back. First, gently laying your chest and your chin all the way down to the mat. And placing your hands just outside the mat, we're going to push our chest up. Come into a variation of a cobra. And we're going to twist over, looking over our left shoulder to our feet. And then come back down onto our chest. Push up once more and looking over to the right. And back down. You can maybe link your movements with your breath as you take an inhale to push up and look over your shoulder. And then exhale to come down. Going over to the right. And now go to one more round on each side at your own pace. And the last one, you can place your hands below your shoulders, tucking your toes. You're going to lift your hips up. And you're going to come meet me in a downward dog. Keeping your knees slightly bent, focusing on keeping a nice straight back. Just going to sway your hips from side to side, leaning over on the one end before going over into the other. Then come into stillness. We're going to start walking our hands to our feet. As we come into a forward fold at the back of the mat, you can have your have your knees slightly bent with your feet hip width apart. And you're just going to let your whole upper body hang nice and loose. You can even sway it from side to side. And maybe even grab your elbows for a ragdoll. And releasing your elbows, we're going to take a breath in. We're going to lift our chest halfway, placing our hands onto our shins or our knees. We focus on keeping our spine nice and straight before exhaling back into a forward fold. And then we're going to gently start slowly rolling up, coming into a standing position of Tadasana mountain pose, with our palms facing forward, feet nice and grounded. We're just going to take a moment here. You just take a breath in and a gentle breath out. Then lifting our hands above our head, we're going to grab onto our left wrist and we're just going to pull it over to the right. Having ourselves a little gentle side stretch. Then coming back up straight, moving on to the other side, grabbing our right wrist and pulling it over to the left. And coming back up straight, we're then going to place our palms on the small of our back with our fingers pointing down. We're just going to gently push our hips forward with our shoulders falling back and our head hanging nice and loose. Then coming back up straight, we're just going to start sinking our hips all the way down to the mat. So we come into Malasana Yogi Squat. You're going to place your elbows onto your knees and your palms together just to get a nice little stretch going on in your hips. And you're going to come meet me lying on your back. And you're going to hug your knees into your chest. You're just going to sway your hips from side to side, giving yourself a little gentle back massage. Before releasing your legs and placing your arms out to the side in a T shape, you're just going to let your legs fall over to the left, coming into a gentle belly twist. And then coming back straight and moving on to the other side. Moving your legs back to center. We're going to straighten them out in front of us. Bring our hands to our sides as we come into the final pose of the practice of Shavasana. Just finding a nice, comfortable position, laying on your back, letting your hands and your feet just relax, releasing any tension you might be holding in your shoulders. And you just bring your focus to your breath. And taking a nice deep breath in, feeling your chest rise. And as you exhale, you can move your hands above your head, placing your palms together as you do a nice full body stretch, just like you're waking up in the morning. And keeping your eyes still closed, you can come meet me in a seated position. We just take a moment to reflect. Notice how we feel, We're still holding on to any tension, to any stress, and taking a note and just letting it go. Then bringing palms together at heart center. Take one last breath in as we bow to close our practice. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Hope you found some benefits, something new to learn. Let me know in the comments if there's anything else you would like me to do, and I hope to see you again next time on the yoga mat.